episode 9. So in today's episode, the car goes for welding tomorrow, as they previously seen. We're going to have a bit of a noise issue today because of the high winds with the door on next to you. Today's plan is to put suspension back on, obviously without the brake setup. We've got to take this side apart still, with a wire wheel inside of the arch to see if there's any extra welding that needs doing. Put the front subframe back on, rebuild the suspension on this side, put some temporary wheels on, and drop it on the floor, get it rolling ready for tomorrow. And that's about it, really. I'm going to wire wheel the floor pans, again, just to make sure there's no extra welding that needs doing. And then once all that's done, we'll probably do some more engine bay prep. Yeah, see how we get on. So I've managed to pick up some cheap EP3 Type R calipers with discs and pads. That's a 300mm size setup. Previously on it was a 282 MB6 setup, which is the same as the Type R, fitted to some EE9 hubs, or knuckles as the Americans call it. Quite easy to get over here because we get the EE9, which is basically the European version of the SIR, so these are quite easy to pick up. I don't think it's going to, but I want to check to see if it fits under the current wheels. So I don't really want to purchase new wheels, so if it doesn't fit, I'll probably just get rid of them. Let's have a look. So the good news is the EP3 Type R brake setup fits under 15-inch wheels. The only thing Motor does right, in my opinion, is the barrels are quite flat, which is, that's probably the reason why they fit so well. So it looks like when we will be out of track, we will be running EP3 300mm brake setup, which is OEM Plus, as you like to call it. Obviously fitment is tight. I'm not sure how well you can see, but yeah, it is tight down there. It doesn't catch. I'd say there's a good 5mm. It should be plenty for brake clearance and expansion of the heat. So yeah, well happy with that. So that's the driver's side arch wire wheeled. Still a bit to do, but I'm quite confident there's no rot there. I mean, I've exposed all the seams around there, so there's still a bit of seam sealer and under seal underneath there. But the reason why I'm doing this is that if you see here, for example, you've got the seam all the way across here, down here, all the way along there, up here, and it continues along there. Is we're gonna spot weld every half inch or so, all the way around that. And what that'll do, that'll stiffen up the front end quite a lot, which will aid in steering response. But will also help keep this this corner here strong. Once that rot's fixed, thinking about putting a brace from here to here as well. I don't know. Hopefully that. I've seen these braces you can get on eBay, which sort of come across here and back again, but that'll interfere with all the aero that I want to do down there. So hopefully with spot welding and putting a little brace from there to there, that's hopefully what I'm going to need. So I'm going to put suspension back together now in some fashion and get it back on the floor. Because these hubs don't work with 13-inch steels, well wheels, I have to double up on the wheel nuts to space them out because I haven't got any wheel spacers. I only need about 2mm space, but I ain't fucking got one. So I have to improvise. Thinking, what the fuck? But it's only going on a short 20-minute trailer drive tomorrow, so it's not as if it's going to fall to pieces. I hope. So she's almost ready to go. I'll have to cable tie some of the steering parts together, but it's only going for a 20-minute trailer journey tomorrow, so that shouldn't be an issue. A couple of things to do before it goes, just put steels on the back. You never know. There's the engine bay as we speak. We had to cover up the power steering lines because they've had a period everywhere. But I'm looking forward to getting it back in 3 weeks' time so we can get cracking. Obviously the plan now is to have the engine bay painted possibly beginning of March now. But that'll give me all of February to prep the engine bay, figure out what we're going to do with the brake lines, because we're going to be doing something different with the brake lines on this. And yeah, so all we've got to do now is we're just going to attack the floors of a wire wheel just to clean them up. Take all the seam sealer off around the seams again. So obviously that's where the issue is at the minute, is it's rusting between the seams. So once I deem that done, Yeah, I'm going to go home, go pick up the trailer first thing in the morning, and get this thing to Jones and get it sorted. Sweet. So that's the steels on, and it's ready to go to Joe. So yeah, quick recap. What I've done today is for wire wheeled this wheel arch here. No, there's no rust in there. There's a bit at the bottom there where where a trim clip goes through to hold the arch liner on, but don't need to worry about that. So yeah, we've rebuilt the suspension. We've test fitted the EP3 Type R brake setup. I'm pretty sure we're going to use that when we get it back on the road in a few months' time, hopefully. And we've got some seam sealer off the seam between the bulkhead and the floor pan, and obviously apart from that bit down there, and obviously that mess over there, we're good to go. So that's it for this episode of Wagon Attack Diaries. We'll see you in the next episode. Cheers. Wagon Diaries, not by 621.